So music like this, we call it Tarab, uh, from where I come from, because it has like kind of a Swahili and a coastal Arabic culture, which came with the descendants of the Arabs, which remained a few, and the Swahili people too got mingled with. So rhythms also too and sounds were adapted, and this is not, this is not Arab, neither is not African. I mean, it's African because it was made there in Kenya, but it's something new. That's what I should said, which is Tarab. Tarab music was not there until after the Arabs mingled with the the Mijikenda people, or I would say the indigenous Mijikenda people of the coast. So, and then music, there was all kind of music, of course. The Mijikenda people had their own music, and then there was Swahili music. So this now is called Swahili music after now these two people have these two cultures have mingled. The Arabic culture and the Mijikenda indigenous culture brought this kind of music, which is called Tarab. And this is an example, because this same kind of music also, or this kind of very close to, but ours, they use a lot of piano sometimes, piano and with not really piano, but sounds of like strings, or accordion kind of sound, or organ also, and they'll sing on top, but on these kind of chords. Listen to this. This just an example, one of it can be different, but it can be different chords too also. But this is one which maybe similar to your ears when you listen to other kinds of music in different countries. So in Africa, you will hear something like this, and I'm talking about West Africa. Now, in the West Africa, Now, to the coastal people where I come from, the Swahili people, and music like this. Maybe using their melodies with with uh, so and I will sing. So this this kind of same kind of style. Either you can hear in West Africa people play this kind of style, but they sing in a different way. And where I come from too, they sing it in a different. And where I come from, in fact, as I say, is a product of the Arabs and the Mijikenda people who lived there a long time ago. This check their story and you find that this true fact. Even those people who come from Kenya, they'll tell you that the Mijikenda people, or those people who call themselves Swahili people, or on the coast in Kenya, they know this is a true story. That I'm talking the true story here about the Tarab music is not original. It was formed there. It's not original. It was not there before. It came there because of these two cultures mixing, the Mijikenda people who live in the coast and the Arabs, or Arab descendants by that time, because the Arabs, the real Arabs died long time ago, but they left their descendants there. And some of them got mingled with the Mijikenda people who are black people from Kenya, coast Mijikenda. And so the product, in fact, people call them Washiri. Washira means the half caste of the Mijikenda people and Arabs. So people develop because Swahili language was already formed for business, trading during that time, and although even during the slave time and after the slavery, when now people are starting to develop now in living in ways of business and freedom, and starting to forget about slavery, and having a proper rule, and administration in trying to build governments and making things move around. Those are times people now develop the languages, and also, although there were Arabs who had also influenced their music, and the Mijikenda people too. So that came and to mix together and brought that kind of rhythm, which or that kind of sound, which you can hear in West Africa. But West Africans, they've got their own stories about that. But I'm just talking to where I'm coming from. And an example, there's another tune here, for example. So these are Tarab, where where I come from. We call that Tarab, and what exact this kind of music people do? They sit on chairs like this, men, because by that time they're wearing long clothes dresses. Those Swahili people, because most of them are Muslims, and then they'll have the women also who are wearing bakas or buibui, or just wearing normal African clothing, but they'll be sitting opposite from each other. And then in the center or on the side, there'll be a musician there who's playing, and these people are just sitting there drinking coffee and listening to the music on and clapping. And it's completely it's bomber, like it's completely closed in the enclosure. Although even if it's open, it's like in front of a house, and then they'll make a big enclosement, a big round space outdoor, and put it in enclosure so people can be inside there like a privacy. They want this one privacy, and we only adults. And they'll be sitting men on the side and women on the side. And then these are only occasional for certain kinds of weddings or celebrations of their kinds of the Swahili people. And if it's during the if it's for a wedding, then they'll have women who will come out and dance there only, and maybe a few men they'll come at different times, not all at once. No, they do not allow to mix them. So men will come and do their own thing and then go, and then so it's like it has more Arabic culture there when I see that. I'm not you see me, I am an African, and I live as an African. So anyway, but this heritage has grown up and brought all this kind of music. I know, I've known because I used to go and peep and see what's going on. So and if it's a wedding, then the bridegroom, they'll see her, they painted her hands and see how beautiful she looks or whatever. And if they'll do their ceremonies, they go ahead. And the musician will play there, and this is the kind of music they'll play. It's called Tarab. It's for only listening. They don't really dance that much, except for they'll do like a small show, maybe 1-2 songs, or maybe if they do that. And they have a lot of scented stuff which is burnt, like spiritual stuff, and also a lot of colognes that they wear, and that smells, the whole place smells like jasmine, it's like very heavy scented. And they'll drink coffee and eat whatever food, and then that's it. So that's the kind of music we hear, that all this. In fact, when I heard here West African playing songs like even Alpha plays that kind of style too, um, and other musicians who have heard also from West Africa who play that kind of style. And immediately when I hear it, it's actually something that I already know. I heard it back home, but in a different version. So they have their own style, I'm saying, and we too have our own style. And that's about it for today. So remember my stories. I'll tell you more about about music.